Let's start. I should put this right here. I want to see the comments so I can see who's watching. Okay, I'm going to pick my 3 starters. I'm going to put all my trainer cards face down. My gym leader Pokemon in this deck. Okay, so I'm going to start with my 3. I'm going to put Wooloo in the top spot. Colorless are great for getting in consistent attacks and defending because colorless does not require an energy typing. You can use any energy type to block or attack. So let's shuffle up our deck here and start building a team. So these are our 3 starters. We draw 3 from the basic pile to begin. We got a pretty nice spread there with lightning, steel, and colorless. Colorless is great again, just to have on the team to help use up your energy. So let's see how that plays out. I draw 7. Every turn I draw until I have 7 in my hand. I don't draw ever past 7. I haven't come across a case where I've had more than 7 cards in my hand. But let's go ahead and see if we can't catch somebody. Ooh. Now, Sanadal looks good because of all the attack he has. So our attack is based entirely on the cost. It has nothing to do with the text or the numbers. It's just about the cost. Elementals do 20, while colorless does 10 each. So he's going to do 40. It's going to cost me 4 energies, but he'll do 40 damage. So I kind of want him on my team because he'd also be great for blocking because he doesn't require any elemental. So any darkness that I get and draw, I can just use it for blocking while still attacking for 40. That's pretty dang good. And a 70 health bar, that's not bad. Okay. So I'm going to try to get his health down to 50%, which would be, I need to do 50, or I need to do 40 damage. So I can do 40 damage with Clink and 1 attack here. 20 plus 10 plus 10, that's 40. But I don't have any steals, so I will have to just go with Wooloo for now. I do have a lightning, which would be great for him, so I'm going to keep that. And then I'll use off all these other ones that I don't have energies for here. So I'm going to do Let's All Roll Out for 2 colorless, which will do 10 plus 10, which is 20. And then I'll block with these 2. So I'm going to do 20 damage. And he's going to do 10. And I think I can just do that again next turn. Not paying a very hefty price there. 10 damage is not a lot. I mean, it is in this game. 10 damage in this game is a lot. You're moving in increments of 10, 20, 30, usually on the damage receiving side. You're healing 30 damage, 10 damage here across the team. So 10 is impactful. All right, I'm going to draw 4 more until my hand has 7 cards. I drew too many. And I'm just going to replay what I did with Wooloo. I'm going to use the Let's All Roll Out again. And block for these 2. I'm going to keep this steel in case I want to use Clink next turn for something. So I will do 20 more, and then I will take 10. Okay, now he's catchable. So I want to try to catch him this turn, which again, colorless Pokemon are great for catching because you can block assuredly each turn. Again, they're not very good attackers because they'll never have elemental energies to attack with. So I want to try to catch. To catch, I have to pay 3 energy, and then I flip a coin if he's at 50% or less health. So I'm going to block with these two just in case I miss. And then I will throw these 3 to the side to throw a Pokeball. So I will just flip. You can't see that, but it was tails, which means I'll receive damage. I'm blocking for 2 here. So I will only take 10 damage, which brings that up to 30. And I'll try again next turn. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, one more. Okay, let's try this again. I'm not attacking, but I am blocking for 2, and I'm going to throw with these 3 energies. Let's try to catch him. All right, check that out. Heads. All right, I add him to my team. I keep the damage that's on him. And now I kind of want to go for, since I have these 2 in my hand, and I've got a good attacker here, and I've got a good blocker, I'm going to try to go for a uncommon. Ooh, that's really good. So Mag Cargo is going to be great for our team because he has a double colorless attack, which means that if we want to, we can just do this attack and block with any of our fire energies, or we could do this 50 damage attack because of 20-20-10. If we need to just do a knockout or a heavy attack. So we definitely want him on our team, which means we'll need to do 70 damage to him. Can't really use Clink to do that damage because he's weak. We don't want to take 60 damage on our turn. So we might need to... I could use Wooloo to absorb a lot of that damage. I don't plan on keeping Wooloo on the team. While he's great, I want to, if I do have a colorless, I want one that has a lot of attack, cost, and health. So maybe I'll sponge Wooloo. It'll depend on what I draw in my hand here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I did not draw bad. I mean, I'm just going to use Wooloo. So let's do our Wooloo thing here, where I'll do 20 and he'll do 10. And then I'll probably do the same thing again next turn. Doesn't normally go like that, but Wooloo's doing us a favor right now. Look, I got lots of steel and lightning. That's good. Block for 2, and then I'll do 20 more. So that's 40. And then I'll take 10. So I won't be able to get Mag Cargo down to the health I want with just Wooloo. So I don't really want to lose Wooloo right now either. He's too useful. Sandile can take a hit, and he'll do 40. So let's do that. Let's throw Sandile out. I'll retreat Wooloo, who's about to die, and I'll throw out Sandile. And I'll block for 1. This is why he's a great blocker, because he doesn't require any elemental energies. I can fulfill his attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I want to keep the steel in my hand for Clink. I feel like he has some purpose here. So I'll do 40, which makes that 80. So now he's in catching range. And then he'll do 20 to me because I'm blocking for 10. Just a reminder, you can only do 2 blocks. They're 10 each, and they must match the type of Pokemon that you have. So I will take 20 there, which is why I was so excited about Sandile's 70 health. 70 is great for a basic or a common, especially with that attack he's got. So, okay, let's draw 6 more. 7. Okay, let's see what we can do. Who can I block with really good? I kind of want to let Pulsel take some of the hit here in case I miss. So I'm going to discard these 2 to pay for Sandile's retreat cost. And then I'm going to block for 1. Throw for the cost of 3 energies. And let's see if I can catch Night Cargo on the first run. The first flip. Yes. Okay, we got him. Sometimes it takes quite a few flips. Okay. One of the rules is I can switch out who I want in my active spot in between battles. So if there's nobody in the active enemy spot, I can swap out whoever I want. I'm going to throw Pulsel up and no. I'm going to use Clink. He's got no damage. I've got an energy for him in my hand. And his retreat cost isn't a whole lot, so I might be able to do some first turn damage. I'm going to take another uncommon. Is Malamar better than Sandile? Does 50 damage with that attack. 20, 20, 10. I definitely think he is better, but do I want to take the heat? Let's see. I will shuffle my deck here. I bet my draw pile is empty. Okay, and I'll draw 5 more. Okay, so I need to get him down to 60 health to catch him if I want to catch him. I mean, if he's going to replace Sandile, I might as well sacrifice Sandile to some degree. So, but that would mean I'd probably get him at 80 damage, doing 40 here and then 40 here. I don't want. I'll give you 40 health on him. So let's do just that. Let's get his health down. So I will play a steal and then 2 of any energy to do 40 damage, and then I'll block for 10. Yeah, let's do 40. Now, I could just pay 3 energy and roll a dice and try to get a 6 on a 1 through 6 dice. That would catch, but that's so unlikely. I'm not going to take that risk. I'd rather do a little damage. The upside of that, though, is you get a fully healthy Pokemon, which is great for the game, considering that health management is one of the main mechanics there. You can get a Pokemon on your team that has no damage. That's great. Okay, so let's draw 4 after we take 20. So I want to do 20 damage to him. How can I do that without losing Wooloo? I could use Magcargo if I draw 2 fire energy. Let's find out. Just 1 fire energy. That might be worth it. He's got 80 damage, so he's 50 away. 50 is a good amount of health to have. It's not a bad amount. But then he'd have 30. I think I'm going to sacrifice Sandile and do a little bit extra damage to Malamar. Let's do that. So I'm going to retreat for 1. Throw up Sandile. And I will... Oh, I can block for 2. So that won't help me in any way because he's going to do at least 10 damage anyways. So I'll just forget that. And I will lay my 4 energies down to attack with Sandile. No blocking because I'm going to die no matter what. So I will do another 40, which makes that 80. And then I will die. And I will put him into the Pokemon discard pile. Bye, Sandile. You were great. Okay, so now I really should have put my active up first before I did this. But hooray, I've got a lot of fire, which means I can block really successfully here during my attempt to catch. So I'm going to actually expend these 2. I'm in kind of an interesting spot because if I run out of fire energies to block with Magcargo, he costs quite a few to just retreat back. But let's hope that I catch him with this. Yes, okay, we got him. It's got a little extra damage he didn't need, but he's still got 40 health, which again is not terrible. Once you start getting into 30 health left, 20 health left, then you got to start figuring out, can I still use this? Is it a 1 shot left? But 40, 50, you're doing okay. You can still take hits at least. Okay, my team is looking pretty decent here. It's not bad. Got a good attacker, 2 good attackers. Decent defenders, 3 good attackers, 2 decent. Pulsel's just not great. I kind of want a fighting on my team. Fighting has a lot of places it does damage. So let's look for a fighting. I'll go with another uncommon. I do want to get some trainer cards, and defeating any one of these would give me a trainer card to help me get back some health. So I think I'm going to just go for a basic. Before I do that, I will throw... I do have these 2 fire. I think I'll leave Magcargo up there and just try to knock out... Yeah, okay, this should be easy enough. Okay. Now he's going to do 30 damage to me. So I could block and then do 20, but that was not that great. I will block and do 20. I will block and do 20 because then he'll have 50 left, and that's a potential 1 shot, especially with Malamar. Or if it's more likely for Malamar, you'll notice that you can see what energies you've used. So there's a lot of fires in there. I know I'm not drawing them because you can only have 5 of each. All right, so I'll take 10. Makes that 90. Another great thing for Malamar is he's weak to Malamar. So even this right here, this 20 plus 10, which is 30, will be doubled to 60. If we can get at least 1 darkness, we can knock him out. So let's try. Oh, there we go. We just got to pay to get Magcargo out. So he's 3, but it's worth it. We're getting a knockout. We kind of need one right now. Our team's health is not doing so great. So I will just play the attack. Bam, and knock out Chimeco. Pretty sure that's how you say it, Chimeco. And then we'll get one of our trainer cards. Our trainer cards will do one of 3 things. They can heal 30 from 1, 10 from the entire party, or discard your hand and draw 7 more. It has to be at the start of your turn, though. You have to have 7 cards in your hand to activate one of those. But it's good to have. Kind of want to sacrifice Plusle, who's not doing anything for anybody. Let's see. Yeah, let's just throw Plusle up there and see what we get. Let's throw a rare and see if we can't get anything interesting in the rare. Absol. Interesting. Not what I want, but we'll see if we can't do this a quick knockout here. I'd like to knock him out. Get another trainer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 7 here. Let's just start chipping at him with our Pokemon we don't care about. And then he's going to do 20 to us because we're only blocking for 10. I'm going to discard some of these because I don't want them. So at the end of your turn, at the end of your end of the turn, you can discard any energies you don't want and retain the ones you do want. I want to get rid of those because I don't think I'll need them. And I'd rather draw potentially for ones that I can use, like that. Okay, and then he does 10 to me. All right, draw 3 more. I could have discarded some. In fact, I actually hold off on that because I could use all of those. So let's see. What can I do here? I need to do 80 damage. Clink will do the damage. So let's get Clink up there. Clink can also protect himself really well. So let's... And then we'll block for 2, and we'll keep the darkness just in case we want to use Malamar's 50 attack next turn. So we'll do, what is that, 20 for the steel, and then 10 and 10 is 40. So he goes up to 60. And then he does 10 to me. So I'll go up to 30. All right, just shuffle my energy deck again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, nice. Okay, so I can do quite a bit of damage with Malamar this turn. I'm going to get him up there. Actually, I want to pay with a card type that I don't have, which is water. So let's get Malamar up there. Just go at it. So Malamar needs 2 here, and then we'll block. We actually don't need to block because he's just going to knock him out, right? 50 plus 60. Yeah, that's a knockout. Awesome. I'm going to discard these 2, and we get another trainer card. So you can use your trainer cards at any time. I'm going to go ahead and use one of them because I have, well, no, I won't. If I still had the Sandile at almost dying, I would probably heal because then I would get 2 Pokemon away from almost dying in 1 hit. I'm going to wait to use these until it's absolutely necessary because I don't want to waste them. It might just be that I sacrifice Wooloo, and that would have been a wasted heal on him, or I could have healed something else. So Let's see here. I'm going to go for another uncommon. Man, he is not good. I do not want him on my team. And he's weak to me, so I can do a lot of damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, if I had gotten another one. Okay, so he's going to do a lot of damage to me, actually. So I need to get Malamar out of there. I don't need him taking any more damage. So I will retreat him. And I will put up Clink. Clink can take some damage. I can also block really well with Clink. I don't want to take a whole lot more damage on my team. And they'll do a little chip damage to Hypno. Okay, so you can see why it's important to have a wide variety of types on your team. And while colorless is great because you can use any energies, it'd be doing me a lot more favors to have, fighting and psychic on my team. Hypno's not great, so I'm not going to add him, but I am somewhat limited here by my team's lack of energy typings. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 typings out of 8, so half the energies are useless to me. But I'm going to... I'll die this turn if I don't block fully. If I can get 20 damage onto him, that'll bring him to 30, and then he'll be 80 away. 80. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to... Clink is kind of good with that attack, that 40 for 1 elemental and 2 colorless. That's really great. I think I might just let Plusle absorb some of this damage while I try to get better cards in my hand. So we'll block and then we'll attack here. So I'll do 10. And then he'll do 10 or 20 to me, which makes that 50. I will discard the fighting because I have no use for it. And then I will try to draw some better cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I got some fire. I could try to fully block with him. He's got 40 health, though. I could do 50 damage and block. Okay, let's do that. Sometimes you gotta take risks. I will risk putting Magcargo at a dangerously low health in order to do some hefty damage. So 20, 40, 50, which makes this 70. Let's see if there's 70 in here. Makes that 70, and then he will do 20 to me, which makes this 110. So I need to do 40 to knock him out. I can definitely do that next turn. So I want to keep these darkness. So I will retreat him. I won't get to keep the darkness because I got to pay the attack cost. So I will do 40 and I will knock him out. Awesome. I get a third trainer, which is great. My team really needs that. So team is still looking slightly under par for where I want them to be. So I'm going to try to catch some more. I have all my trainers. Might as well use one of them now. I really love that Kofu card. Let's use Kofu. Your trainer cards can be any trainer cards. I picked these three because I think they look cool. I just like them. But you can use any trainer cards, just as long as it says trainer at the top. But that'll heal 10, so I turn this over to use it, which means I will heal 30 from everybody. I could have healed 30 from one person. Oh, I forgot what that was. I think it was 50. I'm going to put that on 40. 40, 70, and 100. I could have healed 30 from one person, maybe whoever was closest to death. But I'd rather get the 50 healing from the party heal. Okay, let's do Wooloo out front so he can take one more hit now. See that 10 damage health that I just healed off of Wooloo will allow him to take one more hit for me if I need him to. Let's go for a rare, given that case. Ooh, that is nice. Okay, I got to do 70 damage. He's weak to grass. I don't have any grass. But I need that guy bad. So let's see what our hand looks like. This is where it showcases having big attackers like Magcargo or Malamar is very useful in the expense of their ability to defend. Then again, Magcargo, that attack right there allows you to defend pretty heavily. These guys are great. Let's see if we can get some damage out with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like I can do some damage with Magcargo at the cost of his entire life. So I'm going to save these two and hope I get some more fires. I'm going to play these two. Actually, I'll play these two. And then I'll keep this. So he's going to do 10 to me. I know he's rare. It's Zygarde. Why is he only doing 10 damage? Or why is he doing a flat 30 being blocked for 2? Because they all do a flat 30 no matter what they are. The only time you see a damage increase is when you get to the gym leader Pokemon, which are these GX, EX, Vs, VMAX, Terras, Megas, all those. Those do 50 damage. So that's why it's better to be prepared with a wide range of typings for your team. But anyways, only doing 30. Luckily, we blocked for 2, so he's only doing 10. Wooloo took the hit. Got some chip damage in. Let's see if we can't get some more fires. No more fires, but we got 2 steals. Oh, I didn't do my damage with Wooloo. Do I want to do Wooloo? Do I just want to throw Wooloo down the drain? Not really. I think I'll let Clink take some damage here. So I really want my cargo here. I have a better chance with that. So I'll do 40, which makes that 60. And then he'll take 20. Dangerously close. Clink. Might want to use one of my trainers. Prefer to use it at the last minute, though, to make sure I need it. Okay. So I got 4, I need 3 more. 3. Okay, let's see. Did not draw any more fire, which is not great. And I can't do much with this hand except maybe sacrifice Wooloo, or I could sacrifice Plusle. Yeah, Plusle, that's going to be your run, is just being sacrificed for a better hand. Let's do 10 damage, making that 70. And then he'll do 20 to me. Plusle survived. I'm kind of shocked by that. I'm discarding these 2 at the end of my turn because I don't want them. So let's draw 5 now. Ooh, look at that fire, baby. But he's at half health, which means that I can catch him now. So let's just straight up sacrifice Plusle. Now I'm going to keep these 4 fires. I'm not going to block with Mag Cargo because I'd rather just have this nice set of 4 fires for my next encounter, in case I always want to go ham and attack with Mag Cargo and block. That's a risk, though, because I'm basically giving up Plusle if I miss. And then if I miss again, I probably got to give up one of these 2. So I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to take the risk. I've had luck so far with my draws, so I'm going to, on my coin flips, let's see if we can catch him. Nope. Bye-bye, Plusle. Okay. I'm going to put up Wooloo. We'll sacrifice Wooloo. One, 2, 3. To throw. Come on, baby. Yes. All right, we got Zygarde on the team. That was close. We almost went down to 4. But now we got a really strong fighting attacker. That does 20, 40, 50, 60 damage. That's not common to see 60 damage coming off of a Pokemon. All right, let's put up Mag Cargo in the front there since we got so much Mag Cargo energy. I think I want to heal the team. Got 2 guys close to death. I'd like to be able to take another hit. So that being said, I think with our diversity here, this should be a 60 now. I think with our diversity here, I think we can attempt to just knock out a really basic common card to get those trainers back. Let's do that. Yeah, an easy 50 damage. I can just knock them out straight away with Mag Cargo. So I'm going to do that, actually. Just a straight up knockout. 50 damage. Let's get a trainer card over. And let's... I don't know if I can do that again with Mag Cargo, because he would get knocked out. Let's see. I'm going to discard these 2 in the hopes that I can draw at least 1 more fire energy. If all else fails, I'll just retreat him. Yeah, brother. So the nice thing about this is he's weak to me. So I'm just going to knock him out no matter what. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's really great. Another just straight up knockout. I get to keep my or get to take over another item card. And I will discard these two. Keep these two. With that being said, I'll throw Malamar on the front since I have a Malamar heavy hand here, and I can do 50 with him right up. Let's go for adding a sixth member. That's going to really make things better for us. I really want a psychic. Let's see if we can't get a psychic here. Oh, it's grass, but it's good grass. It's good grass. A heavy hitter grass. We got a lot of heavy hitters here. But luckily, these heavy hitters also have colorless attacks, which is great because it means I can use them for blocking as well. Tropius, not so much. Both of his attacks require elemental energy, but I want him. So let's see if we can't get him. Draw 5 energies. Perfect. We got some really good darkness here. I will throw down 2 darkness for our attack. And then I'll block for 1. You may think 10 block is not worth a lot, but like I said earlier, 10 damage is a lot of damage. It can be the difference between being knocked out or not being knocked out, and keeping a Pokemon or not keeping a Pokemon, or being within catch range or not being. I mean, 10 damage is the deciding factor for a lot of different things. So we will do 50. And he will do 20 to us. Let's see, 20 to us. Which makes that 80. Once I get this guy on my team, I think I might be ready to try to just go for the gym leader. Make a quick game tonight. Let's see here. We just need to do 10 more damage, which we're going to use Wooloo for that. Go Woo. So we'll discard. Let's be strategic about this. Discard these 3 to retreat. And then we'll do his derailed. So this is where it's great that he has 2 attacks, because this will allow me to keep some energies in my hand. I want to keep, let's see, I'll block for these 2. I think I want to keep the darkness. Yeah, I don't think it really matters too much at this point, but excuse me, right here. I will do 6 or 10 to make this 60. Those dice don't have 6; they have the 100 markers, which I think is cool. But we want to show the right amount. 60, and then he'll do 10 to me. Thank goodness we healed up Wooloo. He's still alive. How many hits has Wooloo taken for us? Quite a few. All right, time to catch. Let's get this guy on our team. Okay. Wooloo's going to be great for blocking, kind of. He'll be knocked out if he... You know what? Let's save Wooloo. Let's use one of our trainer cards. Bring everybody down by 10. I feel like we could use it. We're coming up on the gym leader here. So let's at least protect Wooloo a little bit. Throw those, and then we'll throw these. Let's keep one of the fightings and this darkness. Okay, we'll throw these 3 away to throw for a catch. Yes, we got it. We've had some really great luck on the catching. Sometimes I've gone quite a few tails in a row and lost a lot of health trying to catch something. Okay, we got 6. We have 6. Pretty sure Wooloo. No, he didn't take any damage. That's right. We got 6 now. I think I want to just take a strategy approach to the game at this moment and probably lock in this team. but fill up my trainers and heal a lot of damage. So I'm just going to try to knock out as many commons as I can. Again, the reason I would do that is to try to get as many trainers as possible to get a lot of this health at the mid-range. Because the gym leader Pokemon does 50, I'm going to need a bigger sponge for everybody to absorb damage. So I'm going to just go for some of these. Fun we didn't get a water type on our team this time around. Those are usually really helpful. I'm finding that grass and fighting and fire, grass, fighting, and fire are the real strong for weaknesses. And every colorless Pokemon is weak to fighting. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. He's got 70 health. If I can get him down to 50, I can do a lot of damage next turn. In fact, I know that I can here, so I will do that. I will do 20 to him, take 10, and then next turn I'll knock him out. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch for Malamar and go for the knockout. Actually, let's use this one. So we'll knock him out, get a trainer. Now, if we knock anybody out, we'll just immediately gain the effect and just do a little bit of healing. I want to probably knock out 2 of these bozos, which I can do immediately with my Zygarde. So I'm going to retreat 3. And then I'm going to actually... Now, I'll go for the full blow. So I've knocked him out. Where did his damage go? There's no way he's at 0. What is he at? I can kind of see it on my screen here. He was at 50. Gosh, I'm just going to put him at 80 because I don't know where he was at. Did I knock the dice? Ooh, I wonder if I healed him up all the way or not. Let me check my stream and see where that dice went. Where did your damage go, Malamar? Oh, I see it's not there at that point. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is at... Let's see what I did with it. I'll check it in a second. He's not on the active spot, so I'll just check and see what he gets here. Okay, hold up. So that's where I took it off right there. Let's see, what was it at? Why did I take that off? I think it was at 20. And I kind of believe that because Malamar wasn't taking a whole lot of damage the whole game. So let's put a 20 on him. Okay. So that was great. I knocked him out. I get to heal 10 from everybody. We'll just leave that right there, just in case. 40, in case we were slightly off. 20. Clink, you did great this game, staying in. Okay, let's just go for the gym leader. I'm going to shuffle these so I don't know which one I'm fighting. And hope my team is good enough. I don't want Zygarde to be in the top. I want my little sponge to be up there. He's going to die the first turn, but that's okay. I'm also going to start shuffling the deck here, starting fresh. All right, let's see who we got. Incineroar. Okay, let's see what our hand has for us. He's weak to water. We don't have any water. But I want to get Zygarde up there to get that attack off. He can take a hit too, which is great. Why am I not using all three of these just right now to heal 30 from my entire team? One, because I have two that are going to waste 10 damage health in that way. But I also might want to use one to redraw a hand. So, not at the moment. I will just straight up attack. I actually want to keep this one. And then I'll discard this because I don't want it. So that will do 60 damage. That's nice. It's nice, but it also doesn't compare to the 50 he's about to do to me. 60 damage. So he does 50 to me. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wooloo, this might just be your turn here. I don't have anything good. I mean, Clank could take the hit. I could do 40 with Clank. This is kind of a more sacrificial battle. Now that we have a set weakness and we know what we're dealing with, I know it's not going to change. So Clink's strengths and weaknesses are just kind of locked in. So I might just want to sacrifice him, considering he's not going to do much for me. I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm going to get rid of Wooloo. I want my elemental damage to be high so I can do lots of damage to him. So let's not even block. We'll make that 80. And we're out by Wooloo. Malamar's got some great potential here. I think I'm going to do a full attack here. Do 50 more. Let's see. That's 130. This is where I'm starting to get nervous because I think I might want to just full on 3. Because I'm dead to an unblocked attack next turn. And I have 3 retreat, so yikes. Yeah, I'm just going to fire hose everybody. Make this 50. I'll keep 1. So make this, so we'll take 2 off of everybody. $60. And then he's 50. Looking a little bit better here. A little bit more confident. With Zygarde able to give another hit here, but yeah. Let's do that. Let's keep that fire energy. I want to. Oops, what was that? What was that? Is that a 50? I think it was a 50. I bump the dice a lot, so especially when I flip coins too. Man, I'll knock the dice off and have no idea what the health was, and it's a real bummer sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna do 60 more, which makes that 190. So we will put 180 plus 10. Okay, so he's at 190, which means we need to do 130 more. We just took another 50. I feel like that was lower. What's it? I don't know my stream. No, it was at 60 actually. It was at 60, so he's going to take 50 more, which brings him up to 110. I just checked back on my stream there and saw he was at 60 earlier. Okay, so let's draw and see what we got. Ooh, we got some good. My cargo. Let's get him in there. Get him in the fight. So 3 to retreat. Thank goodness it's not 4. Okay, so we're gonna unblock for 10. So we'll do 24, 50 more, which makes that 60. I think we might do it. He's gonna do 40 to us. Tropius is looking kind of useless, but where he might come into play here is he might be a final blow. He's not bad. I mean, he does 50 damage. And I've got the energy for him. He might be the final blow right now. Let's count up our energy to 240. So we need to do 80 more damage. Yeah, I think we got it. These heavy retreat costs are killing me. Yeah, I'm going to do a little sacrificing. So he's going to do 20, 40, 50 more. So 110. So he's got 30 more health left. I think we definitely got him in the bag. I was worried there for a minute. So she's going to do 30 more, which means I will retreat. Throw up Tropius. And do 30 damage, which does the knockout blow. We won. That's awesome. When you win, you take all the damage off, and now your team's fully healed. This is what you wanted the entire game. I know it. It's kind of like those notification numbers on your phone app on iPhone. People hate those. Kind of gives you the same feeling here, having those off there's good feeling. If you want to look at the rule book is on my website. You can see it on my earlier posts on Facebook or Reddit or X or wherever you're seeing this from. My website's not hard to find. The password, once you get to the website, is Quick Attack, and the entire rulebook is there. I'm going to try to play on stream as much as possible and hopefully just talk about the game so people can learn how to play it. But thanks for watching, and have a great night or morning.